And then one day I was like, hey mom, is it normal to need to pop like 3 ibuprofens every hour because of your leg pain? She's like, what is wrong with you? And I was like, a lot of things, but is it normal? She's like, no. Hello, and welcome back to my channel! Yay! Okay, so for this video, in this little series of getting to know Hananana, I figured let's talk about some random stuff about me. Let's go! Okay, so just some random stuff is, I am an avid book reader. Oh, this is the book I'm reading now. I've read all of her books except for this series. Well, I've read the first one. This is the second one. I'm working on the third. I'm not a huge fan of that one, which is sad because she is so good. Her books are so good, love them so much. I'm just getting bored. And then I'm also reading a Brandon Sanderson book right now. I think it's called The Way of the Kings. Again, kind of bored, and it's sad. I just read Ali Hazelwood's Problematic Summer, and I am a big fan of Ali Hazelwood. Her books were some of the books that got me into reading, because another thing is I love science, and hers are like STEM romances. Oh my gosh, amazing. Love me a good STEM romance. Like, who doesn't love a good STEM romance? And they're actually pretty accurate, which is great, because I don't like reading books where they're not accurate. It's not fun, because especially when you know what they're talking about, you're like, wait a second, that isn't factual. It's annoying. Anyway, so books. I'm a big book reader. I love me a good book. I also like crime shows. I'm a big fan of mystery, which is funny because whenever I've read a mystery book, I'm not the biggest fan. I'm not like a mystery book girly, but I love listening to crime shows, as my family says, because like I listen to TV shows, I don't really watch them. Same with like YouTube, kind of podcasts too, movies. I like listening, but watching is just boring. And so, yeah, I like crime shows. Some of my favorites, I really like Criminal Minds. There are some episodes where I'm like, can't watch it, cannot watch it. I also like watching Bones, NCIS. There's this new one on Netflix. It's not really new, like it's been out for a while, but it just came to Netflix. It's called The Blind Spot. That one's real good. I like that one. I don't know, I've watched a lot of crime shows, but those are some of the main ones that I really like. Like if I have nothing else to listen to or watch, I always go back to one of those. It's usually NCIS, because NCIS is awesome. It's just great. Okay, so like crime shows, I like books. Okay, so books, crime shows, what else do I do? Oh yeah, I work. So all of the other free time, oh no, I go to the gym. Yes, I've started my gym journey. I'm a big fan of the gym. However, today I'm off of work because I work on the weekends sometimes, well, most of the time. So I have Thursdays off sometimes. Today I just have Thursday off because I do. But I mostly have Fridays off. And so I'm recording this on Thursday. And I usually okay, so this is my process. I go to the gym. I wake up about 4:45 every morning, and it sucks. I don't like it. So most of the time I press snooze and get up about 5. But the goal is 4:45. There are days I get up right at 4:45, but there are days where I press snooze and get up at 5. So I get up early. I go to bed early. Anyway, so I didn't have to work today, and so I got up a little bit later. I think I got there around like 8 o'clock or 7:50ish, something around there, because I slept in till 7:30. Let me tell you, I prefer my 5 a.m. gym crowd over my 7:50ish, 8 a.m. gym crowd. That's all I'm gonna say. So I go to the gym around then, and it's great. Today was leg day. I don't like leg day. Hurts my legs. Because something else about me is like 3 years ago, I had major knee surgery. I should just save this for a story time, but I've started. So I had major knee surgery like 3 or so years ago because I was a summer camp counselor for the Three Rivers Park District, and I was doing a summer camp, and this was like back when there was like no rain whatsoever during the summer. So a lot of their normally flooded paths were not flooded, so we did like a little stream walk, and I slipped and fell, and they say, I hope I'm getting this right, like it dislocated, but then it popped back because I banged it on a tree. So it hurt. And then I still had to complete the hike. And then for a couple months, I was working at my old job. I was working at Culver's. I was working almost 50 hours because why not? And I was popping like 2 or 3 ibuprofen every hour because it hurt so much. And of course, like the normal person I am, I didn't tell my mom. I was just like, this is normal, popping all this ibuprofen, and I was drinking a lot of water, so my liver was not harmed in that process. Well, to my knowledge, it wasn't harmed. It may have been, I don't know. But I was just popping so much, and then one day I was like, hey mom, is it normal to need to pop like 3 ibuprofens every hour because of your leg pain? She's like, what is wrong with you? And I was like, a lot of things, but is it normal? She's like, no. And I was like, oh, well, I've been doing that. So I go to the doctor. I saw like 7 or 8 doctors, 12 physical therapists, and a couple specialists for my one leg thing, and it's still not fixed. But let's continue with the story. So I saw the first doctor. He's like, there's nothing wrong with you, go home. So I did. And then I was like, there's something wrong. So I go back to him. I'm like, hey, there's still something wrong. Do you want to feel it? He's like, no. We'll just get you an MRI. So they did an MRI. He's like, oh, there is something wrong. Why don't you go see a surgeon? So I saw a surgeon. He's like, ooh, this is too specialized for me. You need to go see this guy. So I went to go see another surgeon. He's like, ooh, this is way too specialized. Go see another guy. So I went to go see another guy. And finally he was like, yep, I'm one of the only doctors in Minnesota that's able to do this specialized kind of surgery. I was like, okay, can you do it? He's like, no, I'm gonna send you to physical therapy, specialized physical therapy. So I saw the first one. He was nice. Then I had to see a new one. Then I had to see another one because that guy went to go do something else. And then I finally got my last physical therapist, I think. My 3rd or 4th, I don't know. But those were the specialized ones. I had seen a bunch of other therapists at a different office who were not as specialized. But I'm special, so I got to see the specialists. So in that whole process, I had one major surgery, didn't fix it. Then I had another one to take the screws out because they were causing so much pain. I would walk and I'm like, oh, ow. I still do that sometimes. I joke with my friends because she has back issues. I'm like, we're not even 20 yet. We got old people bones. She's like, we do, don't we? Coffee break. So anyway, yeah, old people bones. And so I had the second surgery, and then they did something, so I got vertigo after the surgery. So I had to go see a brain specialist. As I could barely walk because I would feel dizzy all the time and need to sit down. And you can't really drive or can't really do much if you feel dizzy all the time. So it was funny. When I go to the grocery store, I'd be this tall teenager holding on to the cart with my mom because I was about to fall down. So I saw a specialist for that. And then in the process, I had a couple concussions, and so I had to go see an eye specialist for that and fix my brain. So that was fun. Now, 3.5, 4 years later, we're back to square one. My leg isn't fixed. I have a ginormous scar on my knee, and I hate leg day. Yay. All right. Bye, friends. We'll see you next time.